George Michael was playing a game of lie tag with his father.
I bet we're sitting in the exact same traffic. God, I just hope there are no kids on that plane.
God. Currently, each claimed to be stuck in traffic behind a light aircraft that had landed on the 605 freeway.
Well, and I feel too much and let them fly the plane. And you know what? One more thing. I think I accidentally had the phone flipped around. I recorded my face the whole time. You know, smartphone, stupid man. Now, why don't you loop around and film this thing? Someone's got to tell the story.
Michael hung up, feeling confident he had
I was
the last
filming
word.
it, but I just realized I filmed my face. I can't even show you this video.
Damn, but you know, I got out of my car here, and I'm standing here now with a paramedic named Tim Ridgely. Can I record some video over there? No, Kim, they're being real tight.
But George Michael was proving more lying than anyone suspected.
Lying shit is so my
Which
favorite
would come in
thing.
handy with a woman who only knew him as George Maharis.
And they're both the same person, so.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, sorry, it was my dad. He can be kind of hard to get off the phone sometimes.
Tell me about it. At least he wasn't drunk and bitching about Don Amici not knowing his lines in Cocoon.
He's actually great. If anything, I've been kind of a lousy son lately, but you know, it's just, I mean, it's...
Michael claims that nobody can live a pea out. Somebody's got to go.
Okay, it's time for a vote. We'll each get one vote.
Oh, that doesn't really seem fair because you guys are obviously going to vote for the same person.
Oh, right, yeah, because we're
this is like
twins,
going back
and we have no sense of ourselves as individuals, that's right. Fine. We'll each get a half vote.
And the four men cast their 3 votes.
It's a tie, 1.5 to 1.5.
The twins were proud to show that they voted differently from one another.
We're gonna need a tiebreaker, Ugly.
Fortunately, they were able to bring in 2 more half voters,
It's a tie.
who also proved
2 to 2.
they were capable of having opposite opinions.
Double tie! Yeah!
To break the tie, more members of Twin Club joined the electorate.
A quadruple tie!
which
we
also
stop getting
jammed up
twins?
The works.
Yeah! Go!
Maybe we should just bring in a single person now.
Now.
Hey, you mean like not a twin?
Yeah, just to speed things along.
And perhaps it was that
One thing's better
comment
than 2, huh, twin hater? We've been dealing with twin sisters like you all our
that
lives.
united the voting body into a greater cause than expressing their individuality. And with the exception of George Michael's vote,
P-Hound. George Michael. George Michael. George Michael. George Michael. George Michael.
and one other curiosity,
And you're from Futurama?
I almost wrote that.
it was a George Michael blitz.
George Michael and a half vote for George Michael, the twin sister.
See you later, twin hater.
And now wishing he'd actually packed the bag, George Michael aimlessly headed out onto the campus where, as fate would have it, he ran into his beeping uncle.
What are you doing here?
His beeping.
I was in the neighborhood. I happen to remember how much you love Bologna. So yeah, I found this great in the shop right next to, you know, it's gonna have a taste of this. He's young George Michael, but he just...
He didn't think George Michael liked bologna. He was trying to correct a bad impression he felt he might have made with his nephew a few nights earlier.
No, the forget me, whatever.
What is this?
Can't lie to you, George Michael. It's a forget me now. I wanted you to forget what happened at that magic club. I was embarrassed.
Well, if you don't want me to tell anyone about it, I won't.
I'm such a fool. I go to those things too quickly. Really, it's just the age we live in, isn't it?
I go to
Take a pill to
I'm always just trying to make you forget.
Take a pill to go to sleep. And take a pill to forget your problems. Need an erection? Take a pill. Need to forget your problems? Take a pill. Take a pill and your problems are forgotten. Take a pill. What an age we live in. It's great, isn't it? What's with the suitcase?
I got kicked out of my dorm.
That was a freebie. You're in the market to buy a house. It's a great time to buy.
Oh, I don't want to buy a house. I don't have that kind of money.
Money? Oh, Ninja, please. You don't need money.
Ninja, please.
With the big block thing you got going, your great credit rating, we can put you in a bluth in no time.
Frankly, it wasn't the kind of risk George Michael would take. But then Job said something that changed his mind.
Plus, it would make your dad proud. I know that he's still really disappointed about you,
blew him
off. Boy, is he disappointed about that.
I would love to say yes.
Yes, there it is. I got my mud busted. Yes.
Job felt good. He would be able to prove to his brother that he could actually sell a house. George Michael felt good because he could prove to his father that he did indeed support him. And the residents of Sudden Valley felt good because it turns out the very young-looking man who drove down their street that afternoon
Oh, hello, young man. How young are you?
Oh my god.
No, how young are you? Oh, I'm 22.
was over 21, and they wouldn't have to search for a home that was even more remote.
He's 22, but not 16.
But not 16! Well, pedophiles.
Sudden Valley residents wasted no time in welcoming George Michael to the community.
22!
Every chance they got.
Hi, Logan. Welcome back. Hi. Hi. Oh, it's so nice. It's my birthday.
Like it's everyone's birthday.
Man, they don't want you to leave.
Oh, this. I wonder who this is from.
We said no clothes, Carlos. Hat is not clothes.
Hat is clothes. I wish I had something to offer you guys. You know, here you are, guests in my own, and you've got me these beautiful gifts. You know, feels like it should be the other way around.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Mary.
He's 22!
I'll touch the ground. Come on. Carlos, man. We're on the same team. Guys, maybe we
Oh,
can't.
man, we're on
Let's
the
get
same
this
team.
Tops versus bottoms.
I gotta bring my girlfriend up here. She's gonna love it.
Let's throw her a party, Sudden Valley style.
Oh, that's the party.
Actually, sounds fun.
And
Another
so
creep
George
over
Michael
there.
was
Just
proud
won't
to
even get it.
invite
He won't even
Rebel to
play.
see how successful George Maharis had become. And how many people were eager to be in his company.
okay.
I'm fine. He was tickling me in there.
Hey, what is all this?
He's tickling me in there.
But Rebel had other concerns.
This is it. This is the place. Hope you don't find it too pretentious.
Well, what happened to the old anything goes in the dorm?
Well, I got this place instead. You know, I guess I wanted to impress you. I'm gonna get some furniture, obviously. The guys from
Right.
Payfill are coming this week. That's not the problem.
No, that's not the problem.
Wrong house, buddy.
No, this is my son, Lem Depardieu. Hey, babe. Jacqueline still in the car?
Uh-oh.
Hell, you have a son?
Yeah.
Hey, Lem.
Hi.
How you doing? I love kids. I'm great. You want a twister? I was just given like 4 twisters. You should take one. Come on, take a twister.
I was just given like
You
4
know what?
twisters. They buy
the
small kid
game.
toys.
One time with her friend.
Maybe you can both
Just
play
give
in the
it like
pool.
4
Yeah,
twisters.
totally safe. There's like 100.
That's how they do it, mate.
In fact,
That's so
it was
fucked
the
up.
folks in the pool who were more at risk of being near Lem
Oh, shit.
than he was of them.
It's a kid!
They all
They
laugh.
gone.
Yeah.
Balloon gone!
And perhaps that's what led Joe
ain't going back
to
to
take
jail.
out another ad.
Wow, what a great kid. You know, when I said I was not eager to have kids, but I think it's great that you have a son.
And at an emotional impasse, he decided it was time to deal with Job and the Sudden Valley problem.
Herbert.
Excuse me.
And that's when Michael ran into a son
George Michael, what are you doing here?
who was eager to make him proud.
I'm home.
But George Michael had suddenly found himself in
Cadillac.
enormous debt and tried to hide his panic.
Just buy one of these pieces of short-term investments.
Well, you know, Job told me that you wanted to start selling these things, not just renting them, and I knew it was important to you.
He said all that, huh? Boy, that's
Boy.
nice of him. How could you afford one of these houses, buddy?
Well, I have a lot of money coming in from investors for my software thing, and
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen with that, so I thought I'd do what everyone around here says, put it in a blue.
Yeah, who else is saying
Oh,
that?
you know, it's an expression. Neighbors.
I don't like it.
Can I offer you anything?
Put it in the
I
blue.
just got 2 more boxes of Twister.
Oh,
From the
boy,
neighbors.
return them.
I feel like I have one for every day of the
Return
week now. Anyway, you know, I figured that worst case scenario is I sell this place and I get my money back. It's not like they're going down in value, right? It's a
Well.
great community.
Well.
Nobody locks their doors around here.
You should.
Plus, I wanted to make it up to you. You know, I felt terrible about what happened with the dorm and things between us, and I've screwed up a lot of things in the past few weeks, and you know, this is the one thing that I know I did right. I mean, who would not want to raise their kids here?
And perhaps this is
No,
why he
nobody
didn't give him the bad news about the neighborhood.
Thank you. Thanks.
You'll tell him.
Didn't need to do it for me, pal.
Now he just needed to get out of the house
Oh,
before...
you know, to be totally honest, I didn't just do it for you.
Yeah?
I also did it for my girlfriend. Kind of wanted to impress her.
that came up.
Wow.
You got a girlfriend. Good for you. That's great. Congratulations. Good. Your dad's got one too.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. How was yours going?
Not great.
Not great.
I haven't been completely honest with her about who I am. You know, I haven't even told her my real name.
Oh, boy.
I don't think I can keep that lie going, so I think it might be over.
Oh, great. Pain fades slowly, quickly.
But now it was as simple as getting out before George Michael asked
Well,
about
what about you? You're doing great, huh? Tell me about your girlfriend, and you're producing this movie now.
that.
I think they're both over. Yeah, wasn't meant to be. I'm sorry.
And that's when Michael
Music.
finally treated his son
Stop it,
like
babe.
an
Start it
adult.
You
again.
know what I miss on you? The mustache.
And so, discouraged, Michael returned to his apartment only to find worse news. And when he saw that Lucille, too, was having a campaign event at Cinco, he knew there was only one thing he could give her instead of the money. And he knew what he had to do first to give it to her. George Michael, meanwhile, had a keynote speech to give and hadn't fully decided whether he should come clean. And that's when he ran into his uncle.
We'll take care of. My father's got the money. Guess one heck of a
Uncle Joe.
horde. No, you're mistaken.
No, it's George Michael. Hi. Exactly. Hey, I'm actually really glad I ran into you. I could use some advice.
Oh, love each other.
Oh, no, that's great, but I actually need a specific piece of advice for a certain situation. I'll give it to you fast. It's basically, for the past few weeks, I've been living a lie. I've been in this relationship with a woman who doesn't even know. It's probably over with the girl. I might have a chance. That was planted in my brain. Some software changes. So basically now I can either tell her that there is no George Maharis and never was, or we keep things anonymous and I continue the lie that fake Block exists.
From my perspective, something about there's a girl. Does she like you? I mean, you're not the world's most handsome guy.
Yeah, no, she
I'm
liked
saying
it.
what?
She said right down to the.
I said right down to the photo booth.
Just say
He
it. man.
can't say.
Ironically, he could have told the truth and said he'd taken a forget-me-now. But like the victim of a roofie circle, having taken one was the only memory he had lost. So instead, he doubled down on this.
It's like we're identical.
We punched him. Damn, that's really good.
All right, that was episode 15 of Arrested Development, and it was mildly funny for the most part towards the beginning. I always like Michael Cera's part on here. Him and Maybe they pretty much have the funniest parts to me all the time. And then of course Jason Bateman just always he is just he.
Himself, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought this was a decent episode right here. Little mildly. Climactic right here for the conclusion of all these episodes. I thought it was going to be a big comeback full circle. I mean, which they did.
Over and over again.
Yeah, but I think it didn't really hit like to mean anything. I guess that wasn't the point on there. But the biggest surprise obviously was at the end when he punched his dad in the nose. And I think well deserved because the lie was just a lie for all it was. So yeah, had a roller coaster ride with this season right here of Arrested Development, but you know, it was decent. You know, it was okay, and you know, I had a lot of fun with it, and some episodes I didn't have fun with it. But all in all, it was a pretty solid episode right here, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the finale. It's one of my favorite episodes of the season, specifically because of Michael, Cera, Bateman, and Maybe in here. I especially love the opening sequence with the just over-exaggeration of the lie. It's one of my favorite things about this season was that interaction, so I really like that they started the episode with that. I also think it's good that George Michael finally punched his dad in the face, because like I feel like it's so been coming at this point, and the fact that, you know, he tried to lie to him straight to his face with the whole Rebel situation, I think was well deserved. But I thought this played out really well as far as getting to that specific point. I think to your point too, it didn't have like a big reveal, but I feel like things have been revealed over and over and over again with the formatting of the season. And I have to give them credit for taking the creative measure as far as approaching the season the way they did, because it was unique, it was different from the other seasons. But I think a show that's so heavily based on, or has such smart writing, to have it compressed in a season like this where you would really benefit from binging it, I think we didn't benefit as much from that. I think if we had sat down, binged all 15 episodes back to back to back, I think it would have been more aligned and we would have been able to follow it better, but having it separated doesn't allow for that same continuity that the first 3 seasons did. But all in all, I thought, like I said, definitely give them credit for the cleverness of what they were able to do with this season and trying something different. And I do like the way that it ended. And I'm surprised that it ended where it did. So would be interested to see if we get the opportunity to check out the next season, where do they go from here?
Yeah. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Arrested Development Season 4, season finale, episode 15. And until next time, people.